Welcome back to Fiesta. Frustrations abound.
Yeah, on both ends. We have a huge amount of frustration. We want all the creatures to suffer it for us.
Alright. So last time we got a submarine.
We have a submarine. Lovely.
And now we can use that submarine to go to one of 3 places.
Oh, and it's 3 places.
I think we'll just go ahead and go to the one place that is necessary to the plot for the moment. So I only did like a slight bit of grinding earlier just to get a couple of levels on people.
Okay.
So they are a little better off than they were before. There's also another reason I did that. I'm not gonna fight shit in this cave. All encounters will involve running away.
Why is that?
Because they're not worth fighting.
They're either not worth fighting or you just don't want.
They're really not worth fighting. You don't get a lot of experience, and one of the enemies is just not very easy to fight unless you have magic or a means of confusing. Which I do, but I also don't have high damage. And the only reason to really fight him is to get the Staff of Light, and I can't use staves, so yeah, whatevs.
Basically, let's just not make it more unnecessary than we already have.
Yep.
Alright.
I think it's bottom right.
I think it's
No. Do you have headphones on?
No, why?
Okay, because I keep hearing my voice.
No.
Damn it, I think it's top left. Also, finally, mic standing, so there should be not as much bumping noise.
Yeah.
But it feels really weird to be this close to the microphone. And I'm pretty sure I just heard thunder outside.
You heard the thunder. Oh no.
Anyways.
Anyways.
So we have to go find Sage Gill.
Sage Gill, alright. Let's go find our sage.
God. Encounter rates.
Counter rate. No.
1 day chicken knife. Probably be at max power by the time I get it. God. Can't get anywhere with... So yeah, for those unaware, Metamorpha there is basically an enemy that changes into random monsters you've encountered in the past. And then after a while, he'll cast an attack, you know, used by that monster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
His regular form is actually really weak to wind. And if you manage to kill him in his normal form, he has a rare drop for the Staff of Light, which when you break it, does holy damage.
Oh my gosh.
Which means it does huge amounts of damage to X-Death when we break it over his skull.
Oh, yay.
But can't use it, so not bothering. And the other enemies you encounter here are the slimes, and they're not really worth it.
Yep.
Really, in World 2, the best place to grind is honestly the Dragon Valley. Because so many things, you can just throw a fire scroll at them and they're pretty much done.
That's good.
A turtle?
Hello, random turtle.
What? Oh no, it's Adamantoise Mark II!
No.
So let's beat the shit out of it!
Let's beat the crap out of the thing. Deku, stop it!
Jeez. This seems more like a Bakugo thing. Torment the poor turtle.
Well, you didn't name him Bakugo, you named him Deku.
Well, yeah, because he punches. Bakugo is more of like Black Mage, Monk, Sage Gill.
So, what would happen if you put him in a 8-bit theater? How would they do it?
By the briny beard of Neptune! A line so good that they stole it for the GBA translation. Moving on.
Yep. Just talk like a pirate.
Well, I'm alright. So, here's one more reason why I like this version of the game better than the GBA. Sage Gill, otherwise known as Sage Guido in the GBA, is very to the point.
Yep.
He is very to the point of explaining what the hell is going on.
In the GBA version, he's not.
In the GBA version, they add a bunch of pointless text trying to make Bartz look like more of an idiot than he actually is. And then just him having a bunch of dry wit, because clearly dry wit equals humor. These are the same people who love Resident Evil 4 and Devil May Cry 1. They are people who need to die.
There are people who need to die. Alright.
Because they're the reason why video games have turned out so horrible. Also why JRPGs are often looked down on. At least they attempt to have a story. And characters. Leon Kennedy as a character makes no fucking sense. Also, Dante, the modern-day Oedipus. What's this? There's this woman demon who looks just like my mother? Yeah, I'll shag that. Anyways.
Someone was joking about a manga saying, did they have the I hate everything badge because they've read all these horrible manga? And person answers back, no, the badge was for giving everything 5 stars.
Wait, the badges were what?
Basically, I hate everything. The badges for giving everything 5 stars.
Oh.
that you read, even if it's horrifying.
Hmm.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. But yes, yeah, I hate everything badge. Make everything good, even if it's horrible.
Mm.
Which isn't this game, obviously. So, we are on Sage Gill. And now we have to do what for him?
Now we go to the forest where X-Death was, filled with demons to find out why it is X-Death is trying to get into the forest.
By the way, you're sounding quite, expansive at times.
Expansive. It's because it's really hard
Yeah,
to
like-
do this. I have to be, like, really close to the mic right now for it to pick me up and then not pick up anything else. But this is really
Yeah,
uncomfortable. This is really
That's why
uncomfortable.
you really should make the soundproof voice acting area that you've always wanted.
There's no room for it. Okay, there's gonna be bumping
I'm
noise
sure.
moving the mic. So I'm tired of leaning forward. Okay. I'm also worried about times where I might scream,
Mhm.
and that'll definitely be way louder on the mic.
Mhm. That is true.
Also, if I have it too close, I may end up bumping it as well. The problem is I have to turn up the gain so that I'm not uncomfortably close to it, but the more that the gain is up, the more that the air conditioning is going to be picked up by it.
Yep.
At some point, I'm just going to have to,
Turn the AC off.
well, turn it on, and then just turn the gain up slightly. Try to find a balance of me being able to sit comfortably and, being able to be heard properly. Anyways, more village. Village outside of the forest. Okay. Some buy armor for everybody.
Mhm. What armor are we buying now?
Tiger mask and diamond plate for most everybody. And then some other magician robes for the bird.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is also your first opportunity to buy the level 3 attack spells like Firaga and shit. But the air knife.
Oh, right.
So
That we have been waiting.
here's a knife that we have been waiting to ignore.
Mm-hmm.
Because the air knife is actually not that much more powerful than the double lance, and the double lance hits twice as well. The air knife is mostly really good for... There are enemies that absorb elements, and they don't absorb wind for some reason. They're also good for a blue mage, because they have an innate boost to wind spells. So all of the blue mage wind magic gets powerful.
Okay.
Alright, now, more importantly...
Yep.
There's only one left. Oh, by the way, in case you want another main ghost for some reason.
Let's give you one.
I don't get why, because it's really weak. Especially compared to all the other knives you have. And yeah, it's just not particularly... Bald money. Bald money.
Okay.
Bald money.
Bald money. So your money can be shaven. Alright.
Well, that's what we call, you know, a tax. Just take a bit off the top. So here comes the forest.
The amazing forest. We're gonna love it, aren't we?
Gonna love it more here than we are in the GBA, I tell you what. So for this one in particular, switch Ferris over to equip heart. Give her a little bit of magic power boost. Because we'll be throwing scrolls. Here! This is why... This is one of the main reasons why the GBA version sucks. The original version, you can see a whole lot of the forest around you.
But normally you can't.
On the GBA, the screen is so small that you can really only see, like, the little circle of vision that you have around you.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a very claustrophobic screen. Boom. Yay! So I will be fighting enemies here because they do actually give a fair bit of experience, and they are very easy to just throw scrolls at. Especially the trees. Can you guess what element they're weak to?
Not fire.
No, certainly not fire. They're only made of wood.
Could be fire. I wonder what they could be weak to.
No idea. Maybe it's wind. Oh no, then I should have bought those air knives. Ah! Fuck it. These guys! These guys absorb elements.
Oh, elements!
They're basically element-absorbing birds. They're hard to hit. But they have very low HP in exchange, so... yeah. Woohoo! So yeah, the encounter rate in this force is actually really high, so... we're gonna be fighting a lot of dudes here. Oh, that reminds me, I need to... I still have you on HP 30. Put you on store. I had him HP plus 30 for the double lance grinding. I just forgot to change it. Temptango.
Temptango? Ooh.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. So I guess when you use Store with the Twin Lance, it only hits once. So, not really worth it. Okay, never mind then. Switching him off. The Store command is how I'm going to be bypassing the Chicken Knife's run away like a coward option.
Yeah. We will bypass the Chicken Knife.
Bypass cowardice. By embracing our inner all-might. Chicken Knife will want to run. And we will say to him, "It's alright now, because I am here."
Well, until we have to until someone has to pass down stuff, but that won't happen here.
Well, it's that person's turn to be there.
Well, to be fair, I don't know how many people would willingly subject themselves to eating a piece of hair. Game power.
Oh, whoops, I went too far south. Whoop. Well...
And if anyone complains about My Hero Academia spoilers, we've been talking about it almost all Fiesta.
Well, we haven't spoiled anything.
Okay. Yeah.
We talked about most of the stuff that just happens at the beginning.
Actually, someone was like, "You shouldn't spoil plot," and I was randomly, I guess we were talking about something that went a little hentai. And I went like, okay, well, here's a stupid spoiler. Someone in a comic gets killed. And then someone went, "The Titanic sinks."
Okay, that's a really good
So
one.
therefore, really stupid spoilers, really, because inevitably you know it's going to sink anyway. So, yeah, the Titanic sinks. The end.
The samurai all die at the end of The Last Samurai.
and the most spoiled spoiler of all, someone is dead in Sixth Sense.
The kid sees dead people.
Therefore, someone's dead.
Luke learns how to use a lightsaber.
Yes. Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon Jinn dies. Oh, wait a sec. Is that a spoiler or not? I can't tell anymore.
Yeah, it's a spoiler.
Oh, well.
It only happens at the end of the movie.
Well, someone has to actually sit and watch Star Wars Episode 1 then. Get that.
Well, sure. I'm okay with Episode 1, actually. I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah, why everyone hates on it. Like, don't
and I
get
think
me
even
wrong.
more of it. Yeah, I think even more of it after Episode 2. And 3.
I still remember, it's like, "You were the chosen one." I'm like, what?
You were supposed to be the chosen one! You were supposed to bring... I hate you! I loved you like a brother! I hate you!
I hate you.
It's so stupid. So fucking...
Who knows anymore? It just makes me laugh a little. Because everyone has all this hate for episode 1, and I'm like, as much as you can hate it, I don't think it's that bad.
One of the other things that bugged me was hearing the fact that they changed, oh god. What's her name?
What is whose name?
The girl, the main character of the new Star Wars movies.
Rey?
Yeah, Rey. I keep forgetting her name. The fact that, I guess, they changed who her parents were for the more recent movie. And I was just like, why would you change that? Like, now we don't even know what the original thing was, and it was incredibly disappointing for it to cover your ears, people, whatever. To hear the fact that it's like, oh, your parents were nobodies. They left you there because they wanted to spend more money on drugs or something, and I was just like, what? You're just like spice traders or something.
Pretty much.
And I was like, you could have done something with that.
You could have done anything.
Could have made it interesting, and then you're just like, oh, you're a nobody.
Oh yeah, wait. You don't exist, you're nobody, you just happen to have the Force.
Because the problem is, instead of making a parallel between her and Luke, they started making a parallel between her and Anakin.
Which made no sense if you really wanted her to relate to Luke.
Yeah, if you wanted her to take the place of Luke as the Jedi, it makes no sense. Because you already have Kylo Ren, who is trying to be like Vader. Trying to be edgy as fuck. That was one of the many things that rubbed me wrong. And then the whole Dark Pit thing just reminded me way too much of the intro to Dark Souls 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, let's just fuck off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an encounter rate, dude. Oof. Money!
Loads of money.
Yeah, this microphone stand actually works out really well. It's just really hard to adjust properly. Sorry for sniffles. Alright. All things must die.
Who's Rada?
What?
All I'm thinking is who's Rada?
No, I said all things must die. No, we are not Dragonborn.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I do love how when the trailer for that game came out, everybody kept making fun of the Fusro Da thing. Like it almost became a meme. And then people just kind of got bored, and it didn't really go anywhere. Anyway. Wah.
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 I want to
You want to what?
get through this forest. It's taking forever because of all the encounters. How many times have I had bad ideas like this? I'm going to
More
fight
than
almost
enough.
every encounter in this forest. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Still haven't gone through all my tents yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, everyone's at level 28. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Elixir. Clearly, that's what a succubus looks like. Don't you think?
A succubus? Oh, totally. That's the dragon succubus. You know, fun.
No, it's
male
a real
dragon.
succubus. Can't you tell?
No. You have different breeds of succubus. Remember?
No. There's only one kind of succubus. Okay, that'll be the Morning Star. Yeah, the mace. Whatever.
Truly, that's what I wanted. That mace.
Now we can blind people in order to run away. Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
I could have gone. No, look at that. Old obscure references we're not going to make. Well, at least we're getting a fair bit of experience out of this. That's a plus. Usually when you're power running through Fiesta, you'll be around like level 30 when you're near the end of Extet's castle, unless you really need level ups. Oh no, the forest is being lit on fire?
That's fire. Yeah.
Fire. Oh no. Exdet is setting the forest on fire? So here's something. This chest has an Aegis shield in it. I can't use shield, so I'm not gonna pick it up. Yet. Soon I will. But not yet. So there's nothing really to do but wait for Moog.
For the inevitable destruction.
Kapoo! This time you want to jump in the hole. This went well last time we jumped in the hole in the middle of the forest. Healing! Kupo. Kupo. Is that all you have to say for yourself? Kupo. And now the forest is burned down. What a shame. So this has now become a flame shield. Now, for a party that doesn't use shields... Oh, let me go ahead and use that real quick. For a party that doesn't use shields, you want the flame shield instead of Aegis because flame shield sells for more.
Flame shield, woo!
Yep. And for some reason, the forest is still green as ever in the battles.
Oh, come on, the fire's just really slow.
The fire's already gone.
Oh, darn it!
Well, it's like this in the GBA version too, so, yeah. The encounter rate!
Okay.
Alright. So. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Not doing this.
Okay.
Okay, fine. I guess
Doing what? So we have fire going on. Crazy stuff is going in the background.
Well, no, fire's already gone. Now I'm just trying to get to the other part of the forest. Like I said before, the encounter rate is nuts.
Welcome to our Fiesta encounter rate bonanza.
Can't even use the speed up button.
And the speed up button is delayed. Never allowed because the GBA ROM is just not as... The GBA ROM has a speed up, but not the PS1.
Well, not PSX. I think EPSX-E has a speed up, but it doesn't work as well.
It is not as cohesive as the GBA one. Okay.
It's also easier to do speed up for the simpler games like that. Okay. Gonna save out here. Because there is quite the boss happening.
Oh my gosh, are we going to fight the crystals?
Spoilers.
Doesn't matter, I want to spoil it for them to be annoyed at.
I'm joking. They could literally find out from last year where I had to try it like 4 times.